Welcome to IBTimes UK. I'm here today with Pacelli Ndukimana, a political activist and lawyer from Burundi. Can you please tell us what's going on in Burundi today?
The situation in Burundi since the 25th of April this year has been, since the President Nkurunziza announced that he was going to run for the third term, there is the population, mainly in Bujumbura and in rural area, have protested. They've been protesting for now nearly more than a month, 45 days, and the situation is really on the political side. There has been a lot of demonstration, protests, and so far we are nearly at a deadlock situation because the presidential election and the parliamentary elections were now postponed because they were initially we thought that they were going to be held in June, and now they have been postponed because of the instability in Burundi.
So there's been a lot of violence?
There's been a lot of violence. The police has been infiltrated by the youth militia who have been given the uniform of the police, and they are working with the police and even with the army, and therefore they have been killing civilian population. As every day we've accounted so far, there probably have been 60 or 70 people have been killed, and we have now roughly more than 150,000 people who have actually have fled the country and who are in the surrounding countries. And the problem is we've got also a lot of injuries. People, I know a couple of victims who are in Rwanda who even have not yet been operated because they can't find a surgeon who will be qualified to operate them. So there has been political victims, like a president of a political party. It's extremely, the violence is there. And the trouble is, we are getting to a stage where if we are not, the international community is not finding a solution, the Burundians would immediately now tend or be encouraged to take arms and then fight against. So this has been so far a peaceful demonstration against the regime. If we don't find a solution, then these people will be encouraged, or the only option they would have will be to carry arms and fight the regime.
In your eyes, there's a real risk of civil war then?
Definitely, yeah.
What happens next?
Basically, the situation is actually in a stalemate, a deadlock. There has to be a political negotiation. The president has to understand that he can't carry on breaching the constitution regardless. They have to accept that they have to take into account the will of the population, that he can't run a third term, and then negotiate with the opposition what will be the situation, the post-term, second term situation. My understanding is they need at least a transitional period because the situation is really bad. You can't have free election or independent election when he has actually armed the militia, the youth militia affiliated to the party, and these would not allow the refugee to come back because we have like nearly 150,000 refugees. So the only point, a way forward, is a negotiation because on the political side we are at a stalemate now.
And can you please tell me why Burundi is at a stalemate today?
The commission, electoral commission, is legally is actually non-existent. So that's the problem. On the political side as well, there has been quite a lot of MPs from his own parties who have disagreed with his position and are not prepared to respond to the invitation to attend any meeting of the Parliament.
What kind of role can the international community play today then?
The international community has a great role to play. First, we need a force to be present in Burundi to guarantee that the disarmament of these militia is really undertaken. We can't trust the government that they can undertake that task because they were the ones who have armed them. So the only option, we need an international force present in Burundi immediately to guarantee the process of disarming these people. We need the international community, as long as we know that they are funding the budget in Burundi for more than 50%, so they do have a great leverage and they can actually put pressure on the government so that they can accept a negotiation process.